imagined that you could get lovely drinking water from the air? In fact, have you ever imagined you could get any water from the air other than sweating on a very hot day in a humid climate? Well, with me now is a man who has turned getting water from the air into a very lucrative business. Ray de Fresh, it's so nice to see you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thanks very much.
I know normally we chat to one another on the bridge of the doozy, but not this time. Here you are with a brilliant idea, which I don't understand, and I'm glad you're here to explain it. How's the simplest way to explain this, getting water from air?
If you imagine a cold drink, and you imagine on the outside of the bottle, it gets wet.
Yeah.
It's not because the bottle's leaking, it's because there's actually humidity in the air, water in the air. And when you cool it down, it literally condensates, and you get water. And that's how the machines work. Literally the way the machines work is it sucks in the air, cools it down in exactly the same way that I just described.
Yeah.
The water goes into a UV tank, ultraviolet, so it's cleansed, no chemicals, no chlorine, and it goes through filtration, and then held in a top tank, and you're drinking yesterday's humidity.
Sure. So where did this idea come from? I mean, how does it sort of go from looking at a tin of whatever it may be and the little droplets on the side into making proper water?
The idea came from when I was in the doozy, actually. I was sitting in the middle of the valley then. It was always about water, too much, too little, bad quality, good quality. And found out on the internet, found this technology. And then we adapt the machines for Africa, for South Africa, and brought it in and started a business. And it was actually for purity that we started it. So instead of those big plastic things that you lug all over the place and plonk onto a water cooler, these basically, you wheel it in and you plug it in and make 32 litres of water a day, or up to 32 litres of water a day, depending on the humidity.
Sure. So that's how much you can make from one machine, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the smallest one, and that's for offices, for homes, for clinics, etc. Our biggest one makes up to 1,500 litres of water per 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, this you were telling me, like, a lot of people talk about the fact that it's just an idea. It's not an idea. I mean, this is an actual business that you are providing to many other countries around the world as well.
Absolutely, yeah. As we speak, there's a machine landing in Germany right now, in Berlin, with a guy who said this is phenomenal in Europe. They've got plenty of water there, so it's not because there's no water. However, because we're in a situation now, water's top of mind. So people are talking about what is the solution. We're talking about bridges, and we're talking about dams, we're talking about how we can build them up, how we can take the silt out. So we are so focused on the one source of water that we have.
Yeah.
In fact, it's right here. It's right around us. This is a beautiful source of water, and it comes pretty clean already. So it's not coming from the grounds where there's hormones and antibiotics and insecticides and pesticides and blah blah blah. It starts relatively clean already.
Are these machines made here in South Africa?
Yes, right in South Africa, made by South Africans for South Africans. The smaller units we were getting from China still are getting in, but our factory now with the rand dollar has turned. And we've got a huge factory that we're starting right now, 5,000 square meters of factory, and they'll be coming off the line. In fact, we'll be giving 300 direct jobs within 6 months, and probably another 600 over and above that related to it.
Yeah. For ordinary households, though, because I mean that's where we find ourselves now. What equipment do you offer? I mean, what are the sort of also the costs of something like this?
The equipment that we offer is that we call it the AW3. That makes up to 32 liters of water per day. Pure water from the air. It's alkaline and absolutely pure, as I say. The machine itself is 25,000 rand excluding VAT, but because of the urgency of water, we took a view that we need to get it there as soon as we possibly can. So we deliver it within 72 hours, door to door, anywhere in South Africa. 48 kilograms. It stands round about to my sternum. I'm 6'3", but sort of it looks very much like another drinking fountain, the old ones, with the plastic bottles on. And you simply plug it in, and in areas of low humidity, like we have up here at the moment, you've got a shocking humidity there of about 10%, which is very, very low. It has an inlet where you can take other sources of water, so be it a borehole, be it a river, be it rain, or whatever the case might be, and it sanitizes and filters the water in exactly the same way. Sure. So you're never without water.
Yeah, which, I mean, have you presented your work to government?
We have. It's moving slowly, but we've made an appeal. We're making an appeal to the minister to please. We could do that. You know, within 6 months, we could be having enough water for 1.5 million people in South Africa. That's over 2% of our population, all from the air. We could be the international powerhouse for making these things for all over the world. Dollars pouring in, jobs being created. And the beautiful thing about it is that the jobs that we create are jobs that are actually created It's not taking somebody from another sector or another category or another. It's a brand new industry.
Yeah.
Think about water from farms. We could have 1,000 of these units actually filling bladders up and transporting it to Gauteng. And for every litre that we take from a machine or from the air, it leaves another litre for the guy down the road, the guy, fellow South African that doesn't have the money or the privilege to be able to afford one of these machines.
Yeah.
So it's win, 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 win.
And I mean, obviously, from what you're saying, I mean, this could make a real difference to this drought situation that we're finding ourselves in right now.
It is, yeah. The only thing that holds us back is it's a believability. It's, gee whiz, how can that be possible?
Yeah, it's to actually see it happening, as opposed to just talking about it, to actually see this thing practically working.
Yeah.
Have you got a website where people can go and visit and see what's going on there?
Yes, waterfromair.co.za, and we're on Facebook under Water From Air.
Yeah.
And also my personal Facebook is all wound up in that Ray de Vries.
Okay, so it's waterfromair.co.za.
That's right, yes.
Okay, go and visit the website if you're interested and you want to see more about this. Perhaps the next unbelievable invention from South Africa. Who knows? Why not? I mean, it's there. It's happening. So let's invest in it, hopefully. Waterfromair.co.za, and Ray de Vries talking to us about this. Let us know what you think about this. Visit the website and tell us, do you think this is the solution to the problems we find ourselves in? All right, let's take a break. See you after this.